Hello, dear English learners. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Thank you for taking the time to listen, to grow, and to move forward on your English journey. Whether you're walking, working, or just relaxing, this is your moment. A moment to focus. A moment to believe in yourself. Today, I want to talk about something that many learners feel, but don't always say. You study, you read, you listen to English, you understand the words, you know the rules, but when it's time to speak, something happens. Your heart beats faster, your mouth stays closed, you want to talk, but the words don't come. Maybe you feel stuck, maybe you feel nervous, maybe you feel afraid. That feeling is normal. So many learners feel the same. And I want to tell you this. It's okay. You're not alone. And most important, you're not broken. This is just a step. It's part of learning. It means you care. It means you're ready to grow. So, why does this happen? Why do we feel afraid to speak? The answer is simple, but powerful. Speaking is action. It's performance. It's real. And real things make us nervous. When we read or listen, it's quiet. It's safe. No one hears our mistakes. But when we speak, people hear us. We feel seen. We feel judged. That's why it feels scary. But what if I told you that speaking doesn't have to be scary? That you don't need to be perfect? That you don't need to speak fast or use big words? That all you need is a beginning? Let's begin together. Say this with me now. I am learning. I am speaking. I am improving. Good. Say it again. Slowly. With care. That's a sentence. That's progress. That's you using English right now. Speaking is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. It's about trying. Even if the words are simple, even if your voice shakes. Every time you speak, you are teaching your brain something new. You are building a connection between your thoughts and your voice, between your knowledge and your action. And just like any skill, cooking, dancing, swimming, speaking needs practice. Not once a month, not once a week, every day, even for 2 minutes, even one sentence. Let's try something now. Think of something you did today. Something small. It can be simple. Now say it in English. I woke up late. I drank some water. I sent a message to a friend. That's real speaking. That's real English. That's what builds fluency. Not complicated grammar. Not long lists of rules. Just honest, clear sentences about your real life. The more you do this, the easier it becomes. You stop translating. You start thinking in English. You start trusting yourself. Another important point. Don't wait for the right time to speak. Many learners say, I'll speak when I know more. I'll speak when my English is better. But that day never comes. The only way to get better at speaking is to speak. You don't wait for confidence. You build confidence by speaking. Even when you're alone, speak to yourself. Describe what you see, say what you feel. Repeat a sentence you like from a podcast. Look in the mirror and say, I'm doing my best. I am proud of my effort. These words matter. Your voice matters. You are giving your brain a reason to keep going. And remember, mistakes are not problems. They are signs of progress. If you never make a mistake, you're not trying. You're not growing. Every mistake is a message. It says, I'm doing the work. I'm learning something new. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall, They stand. They fall again. But they don't stop. Why? Because they want to move. They want to explore. You are the same. Your brain wants to grow. You just have to let it. So today, I want you to do something small. After this episode, take 5 minutes. Say something in English. It can be about your day, your dreams, your favorite food, anything. Just speak. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about mistakes. Just say it. Then tomorrow, do it again, and again, and again. That's how fluency grows. Not from one big lesson, but from many small ones. Every day, every sentence, every word. You are on the right path. You are already doing more than most people. You are listening. You are thinking. You are learning. And now, you are speaking. You can do this. I believe in you. Let's keep going. You've already taken the first step just by listening, by thinking, and by saying one sentence. That's how it all begins. One word, one voice, one moment of courage. But now the question is, how do you keep going? How do you continue, even when you feel tired, even when you don't feel confident, even when you think you're not improving fast enough? The answer is simple. Small actions, done every day. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be honest. And it has to be yours. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Luis. He studied English for years. He knew many grammar rules. He could read well. He understood most videos. But when someone asked him a question, he froze. His mind went empty. His heart raced. He said nothing. And afterward, he felt bad. He thought, maybe I'm just not good at speaking. But Luis was not the problem. The problem was that he never practiced speaking. He only studied. He only listened. He never trained his voice. He never gave his mouth the chance to move, to learn, to grow. Then one day, he decided to try something new. Every day, for 5 minutes, he spoke to himself. Out loud. Just 5 minutes. No pressure. No grammar books. Just his thoughts. In English. Today is sunny. I feel tired. I hope my friend is doing well. Simple words. Real voice. At first, it was strange. He felt silly. He laughed. But he did it anyway. And after a few days, it felt normal. After a few weeks, he could speak without fear. After a few months, he could have small conversations. His grammar was not perfect. His accent was not native. But he could speak. He felt free. And that is the goal. Not perfection. Not fast speaking. Not fancy words. Just freedom. The freedom to say what you think. To express how you feel. To connect. You can do this too. You don't need a classroom. You don't need a teacher. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need a little time and a little courage. Start by speaking for 1 minute a day. That's it. 1 minute. Choose a time that works for you. In the morning, after lunch, before bed. Speak about anything. What you see. What you did. What you want. Don't plan too much. Don't write. Just speak. And if you want to go further, record yourself. You don't need to share it. Just keep it. Listen to it later. Not to judge, just to hear your voice, to notice how it sounds, to see how you grow. You may be surprised. Your voice is stronger than you think. Another thing you can do is shadowing. That means listening to a sentence in English and repeating it immediately. Try it with this podcast. Play one sentence. Then pause. Say it out loud. Try to copy the rhythm, the tone, the speed. It's like singing along with your favorite song. But here, you're training your mouth to move in English. You can also speak what you read. Find a short article, read it silently, then read it out loud. Then close your eyes and try to say one sentence from memory. You are training your brain to remember, to repeat, to produce. That is output. That is fluency. And here's something even more powerful. Create your own phrases. Don't just repeat what you hear. Change it. Make it about you. If the sentence is, "She likes coffee," say, "I like tea." If the sentence is, "He went to the park," say, "I went to the store." Use the pattern, but make it personal. That helps your brain remember better. It becomes your language. Let's also talk about fear, because fear stops many people from speaking. You're afraid of making mistakes. You're afraid of looking silly. You're afraid people will laugh. I understand. I really do. But here's the truth. The only way to lose fear is to do the thing you fear. The more you speak, the less scary it becomes. You learn that mistakes are normal. You learn that people don't care. Most people want to help. Most people are kind. And even if someone laughs or corrects you, so what? You are learning. You are trying. You are growing. That is something to be proud of. So the next time you feel afraid to speak, remember this. Your voice matters. Your ideas matter. Your progress matters. Don't stay silent. Say something. Anything. Start with one sentence. Then another. Build from there. Let me share a few simple sentences you can use every day. I'm learning English. I want to practice more. I understand a little. I'm doing my best. Say these out loud right now. Good. That's your voice. That's your power. Now let's talk about creating your own practice plan. You don't need something big. You don't need to study for hours. You just need a system that works for you. Here's one idea. Step 1. Listen for 5 minutes. Any topic you enjoy. A podcast. A video. A short story. Step 2. Speak for 3 minutes. About what you heard. About your day. About your feelings. Step 3. Write 2 sentences. In your notebook. On your phone. Doesn't matter where. That's it. 10 minutes total. But it's powerful. Because you're using English in 3 ways. Listening, speaking, and writing. You're training all parts of your brain. If you do this every day, your skills will grow faster than you expect. You will feel more comfortable, more ready, more free. And don't worry if you miss a day. That's okay. Life is busy. What matters is coming back. Again and again. One missed day doesn't mean failure. It means you're human. Just keep going. You can also build what I call English moments, small times in your day when you think in English. For example, when you look at the sky, say, "It's cloudy today." When you eat, say, "This is spicy." When you walk, say, "I see 2 children playing." These tiny moments connect English to your real life. They help your brain stay active. They turn your world into a classroom. And remember, your journey is your own. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't say, "They speak better than me." Say, "I'm better than I was yesterday." That's all that matters. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. You are not slow. You are moving forward. You are not weak. You are learning something new every day. And that is something beautiful. Let's continue. You've already done so much. You've listened. You've spoken. You've written. You've tried new things. Maybe some things felt easy. Maybe some felt difficult. But the important thing is, you kept going. And that's what really matters. Now, we're going to talk more deeply about how to make your English stronger, more natural, and more automatic. We will talk about confidence, about memory, about daily use, and about how to make English feel like a normal part of your life, not just a subject or a goal, but something that belongs to you. Let's begin with confidence. Many people think confidence comes after success, that you must speak well, and then you will feel confident. But actually, it's the opposite. You must speak first, and confidence will follow. Confidence is not a gift. It's a result of action, of practice, of repetition. Think about the first time you learned to ride a bicycle. You didn't feel confident. You were nervous. You moved slowly. But you tried. You fell. You got up. You tried again. And slowly, your confidence grew. Not because someone gave it to you, but because you showed up. You moved forward. You believed you could learn. Speaking English is the same. You won't feel ready at first, but if you speak anyway, your mind will get used to it. Your voice will get stronger, and confidence will come little by little. Now let's talk about memory. Some learners say, "I always forget words. I knew this word yesterday, but now it's gone." Don't worry. That's normal. Your brain forgets to protect itself. If a word is not important, your brain will let it go. That's why review is important. That's why repetition works. When you learn a new word, don't just write it once. Use it in a sentence. Speak it out loud. Write it again the next day. Use it in a question. Use it in a joke. The more ways you use a word, the more it stays with you. Words are like friends. The more time you spend with them, the closer they become. Let's do a quick activity. Think of a new word you've learned this week. Now say it out loud. Good. Now make a sentence. Excellent. Now ask a question with that word. Very good. Now imagine you teach that word to someone else. These small actions make a big difference. Let's talk now about daily use. Because learning English in your free time is good. But using English in your daily life is better. When English becomes part of your everyday routine, it becomes easier. It becomes yours. For example, change the language on your phone to English. At first, it may feel strange, but soon it becomes normal. You start to recognize words. You learn new ones without effort. Try labeling objects in your house. Write mirror on your mirror. Write door on your door. Write light above your light switch. These small reminders help your brain connect words to real things. You learn naturally. You can also write your shopping list in English, or your to-do list. You can send messages to yourself. Don't forget to buy milk. Call mom at 5 p.m. These little steps turn learning into living. Now let's talk about building your English space. Your brain likes order, so create a space just for English. It can be a corner in your room, a folder on your phone, a small notebook. Fill it with English things, new words, short sentences, quotes, goals, small wins. This is your space. It's where you go when you want to connect with your English. And remember to make it fun. Watch videos you enjoy. Listen to music you love. Read stories that make you smile. Learning does not need to be hard. It can be joyful. It should feel good. When you enjoy something, your brain learns faster. So follow your curiosity. Let's talk now about progress. Sometimes you feel like you're not improving. You think, I study every day, but nothing is changing. But that's not true. Change is slow. It's quiet. You don't always see it right away. But it's happening. Your brain is working. Your skills are building. Try this. Write one short paragraph today. Write the same paragraph again 1 month from now. You will see the difference. More details. Better grammar. More confidence. That's real growth. It doesn't happen in one day, but it does happen. You can also record your voice once a week. Say the same sentences. Compare them. You'll notice your speed, your tone, your rhythm. You'll hear your progress. Celebrate small wins. Maybe you understood a movie without subtitles. Maybe you spoke to a stranger. Maybe you said one full sentence with no pause. These are victories. Write them down. Look at them often. Be proud of them. Now, let's talk about your English voice. Some learners feel shy when they speak. They don't like their accent. They think they sound strange. But your English voice is part of you. And it's beautiful. It's your culture, your story, your effort. Don't try to sound like someone else. Speak with your own voice. Speak clearly. Speak naturally. That is enough. Think of English as your second skin. It doesn't need to cover your first skin. It doesn't need to hide who you are. It just helps you show more of you, more ideas, more feelings, more connection. You don't need to speak fast. You don't need to use big words. You just need to speak with meaning, with heart, with purpose. And when you do, people will listen. They won't care about your mistakes. They won't judge your grammar. They'll hear your message, and they'll feel your effort. Let's finish today with a new habit. It's called the one-sentence journal. Every night, write one sentence in English. Just one. It can be about anything. Today, I was happy. I worked hard. I ate pizza. Simple. Real. Your life in English. If you do this every day, you'll have 30 sentences in 1 month. 365 in a year. That's 365 chances to use English. 365 memories in your new voice. And that's how English becomes part of you. Not from books, not from tests, but from life, from moments, from you. So speak, write, repeat, believe. You're already doing great. Now that you've created habits and started making English part of your daily life, it's time to go deeper. You already understand that progress comes with small steps. You know that mistakes are normal, and that speaking is not about being perfect. It's about being present. But what if you want to go beyond daily sentences? What if you want to feel fluent, expressive, and free? Let's talk about how to move from basic communication to confident conversation. First, let's talk about expanding your vocabulary. Many learners feel stuck because they use the same 10 or 20 words every day. They say, I'm tired. I'm happy. It's good. These words work. But if you want to sound more natural and feel more confident, you need more tools, more words, more ways to say the same thing. But that doesn't mean memorizing long word lists. It means collecting useful words as you go. When you hear a new word in a video or podcast, Stop and ask yourself, can I use this? If yes, write it down. Use it the same day. Say it 3 times. Try to put it in your own sentence. That's how vocabulary becomes yours. Let's try it together. Imagine you hear the word exhausted. It means very tired. Now say, I'm exhausted after work. Then say, my friend felt exhausted last night. Now change it. Sometimes I feel exhausted on Mondays. 3 examples. 1 new word. Now it lives in your memory. You didn't just read it. You used it. That's real learning. Now let's talk about ideas. Good conversation is not only about words. It's about thoughts, about opinions, about sharing what's inside you. So start practicing simple opinions. Don't just say, it's nice. Say, I like it because it's relaxing. Say, I prefer tea because coffee makes me nervous. Say, I think learning English is hard, but also fun. These small opinions help you think in English. They help you speak with emotion. And that makes your speaking stronger and more human. Here's a small exercise. Take any topic, music, food, weather, and try to say 1 opinion about it every day. I enjoy calm music. Spicy food is too much for me. I love rainy weather because it feels peaceful. You're not just using vocabulary. You're expressing yourself. You're training your English personality. Now, let's go to storytelling. Storytelling is one of the most powerful ways to grow your speaking, because stories connect people. Stories are real. They have emotion, movement, detail, and they help you practice many tenses and ideas without pressure. You don't need big stories. Start small. Talk about what happened yesterday. Yesterday I woke up late. I missed my bus. I felt stressed. But then I drank tea and felt better. Simple, honest, real. That's a story. Or tell a story from your childhood. When I was a child, I loved riding my bike. One day, I fell and hurt my knee. But I got up and kept going. That's a memory. That's a lesson. And it's your voice in English. If you tell 1 story each week, your fluency will grow fast. You'll learn how to move through time in English. You'll practice past, present, and future. You'll build sentences without stopping to think. You can also record your stories. Listen to yourself. Notice your rhythm, your mistakes, your favorite phrases. Don't judge, just notice. Then tell the same story again, but better. That's real progress. Now, let's talk about deep listening. Many learners listen without full focus. They play a video while cooking, or a podcast while walking. That's okay, but sometimes try deep listening. Choose a short video, 1 minute. Watch it 3 times. First time, just listen. Second time, repeat the sentences out loud. Third time, pause after each sentence and say it yourself before the speaker. That's shadowing. That's speaking plus listening. That's deep practice. You can also write down 1 sentence from the video, then change it. Make it yours. She went to the market becomes I went to the cafe. 1 small change makes the language yours. Another idea is comparison. Listen to 2 people talk about the same topic. Notice the different phrases they use. One says, it's raining cats and dogs. The other says, it's pouring. Both mean heavy rain. But now you know 2 ways to say the same thing. Now let's move to emotion. Speaking English is not just a mental activity, it's also emotional. It brings fear, yes, but it can also bring joy, pride, connection. So don't hide your emotions. Use them. If you're excited, say, I feel excited. If you're frustrated, say, "I feel frustrated today." That helps you connect to your words. It helps you sound real. Try this. Every morning, ask yourself, "How do I feel?" Then answer in English. "I feel calm." "I feel a little sad." "I feel ready." These small emotional sentences bring you closer to fluency, because you are speaking from your heart, not just your brain. Now let's talk about balance. Some learners focus only on speaking, others only on listening. But you need both. You need input and output. One without the other is not enough. So try to balance your week. For example, Monday, listen to a podcast and write 2 sentences. Tuesday, watch a video and speak for 2 minutes about it. Wednesday, read an article and record your opinion. Thursday, repeat a short story out loud. Friday, tell your own story and write it in your notebook. Saturday, free talk, any topic. Sunday, rest, review, and reflect. You can change the plan, make it yours. But the idea is simple. Mix skills. Listen, speak, read, write, use English from many directions. That's how you grow fast and steady. Let's talk now about speaking with others. Yes, it can be scary, but it can also be beautiful. You don't need native speakers. You don't need fast conversations. You just need people who care, people who want to learn like you. Find a language partner. Talk for 5 minutes a week. Start small. Say hello. Talk about the weather, your day, your favorite food. Then grow. Ask questions. Share stories. Support each other. Laugh together. Make mistakes together. That's how speaking becomes fun. And if you can't find a partner, join a group online. There are many. Join a comment section. Join a voice chat. Join a learning community. Don't stay silent. You have something to say. Your voice deserves to be heard. Finally, remember why you started. You didn't start learning English to stay quiet. You started to speak, to connect, to travel, to study, to work, to grow, to become more than you were yesterday. Every day you practice, you are closer to that goal. Every sentence you say, every word you write, every mistake you make is part of that journey. And today, you are doing the work. You are not just learning English. You are becoming someone who speaks it. And that, my friend, is something to be proud of. You've come a long way. Think back to when you first started. Maybe English felt big. Maybe it felt far away. Maybe you felt unsure, lost, or even scared. But look at you now. You've listened, you've spoken, you've written, you've built habits, you've told stories, you've made English part of your life. And even if you still feel nervous sometimes, even if you still make mistakes, that's okay. Because mistakes are part of progress, and progress is exactly what you've made. This part of your journey is about building something deeper, stronger, more lasting. You don't want to speak only when someone asks a question. You want to express yourself, to share your ideas, to take part in conversations, to speak with feeling, with meaning, with joy. And you can. Let's begin with one powerful idea. Fluency is not about speed. It's not about sounding like a native speaker. Fluency is about flow. It's about being able to say what you want to say, in your way, with confidence. Even if you pause, even if you use simple words, even if you take your time. You don't need to rush. You don't need big words to impress. The best speakers are not the fastest. They are the clearest. They are the most honest. They are the ones who connect with others. So don't chase fast, chase real. Let's now talk about speaking with emotion. If you want to sound fluent, speak from your heart. Say what you feel. Say what you believe. Say what matters to you. You don't need perfect grammar to do that. You need courage. You can practice this every day. Think of something that makes you happy. Now describe it out loud. Think of a memory that makes you smile. Talk about it. Think of a goal that makes you excited. Speak it. You're not just training your mouth. You're training your heart to be part of your language. And when you do that, English becomes more than a skill. It becomes a part of who you are. Now let's talk about rhythm. Every language has a rhythm, a sound, a beat, and English is no different. To sound more fluent, listen to how people speak. Notice the music in their voice, the way their words rise and fall. Then try it yourself. You don't need to copy their accent. Just copy their rhythm. You can do this with songs, with short video clips, with podcasts like this one. Play a sentence, pause, repeat, match the flow. This helps you speak more smoothly, more naturally, more like yourself in English. Another tip is to connect your ideas. Don't just say short, separate sentences. Try to add simple connectors. Words like because, but, so, and then. For example, I was tired, so I stayed home. I like tea, but I drink coffee too. I studied hard because I had a test. These small words help you move from sentence to sentence. They help your English feel more like a conversation, more alive, more complete. Let's go deeper into storytelling now, because storytelling is the bridge between practice and fluency. It's where everything comes together: your grammar, your vocabulary, your voice, your thoughts. Tell a story every week. It can be short. It can be simple. Last weekend, I went to the beach. It was windy, but I liked it. I walked alone and listened to the waves. That's a story. You lived it. Now speak it. Or make a new story. Use your imagination. If I could travel anywhere, I would go to Japan. I'd eat ramen. I'd walk under cherry blossoms. I'd learn to say thank you in Japanese. You are creating new thoughts in English. And every time you do this, your brain becomes more flexible, more ready, more confident. You can even build stories using pictures. Look at a photo. Ask, what's happening here? What are they doing? How do they feel? Then speak your answers. You're not just learning words. You're learning to see the world in English. Now, let's talk about teaching. One of the best ways to learn is to teach. When you explain something, your brain remembers it better. Try to teach someone one small thing in English each week. It can be a new word, a phrase, a grammar tip. You can teach a friend, or your child, or just speak as if you're teaching. It helps you review. It helps you speak with purpose. Let's talk now about celebrating your progress. Many learners wait for big results before feeling proud. But big results come from small wins. So celebrate the small things. Did you speak today? That's a win. Did you understand a video? That's a win. Did you use a new word? That's a win. Keep a victory notebook. Every evening, write one thing you did in English. Just one line. After 1 week, read all your wins. You'll see progress. You'll feel stronger. You'll want to keep going. And when you feel stuck, when you feel like you're not improving, Go back and listen to your first voice recording. Read your first journal entry. Watch your early videos. You'll see how far you've come. Because growth is slow, but it is real. Let's now talk about connection. You didn't start learning English just for grammar or vocabulary. You started because you wanted something. Connection, opportunities, travel, work, freedom, or maybe just the joy of understanding and being understood. Remember that. Keep that reason close. It will guide you. It will keep you going when learning feels hard, when you feel tired, when you doubt yourself. And when you speak to someone, remember this: your accent is not a problem. Your mistakes are not shameful. Your effort is your strength. You are doing something brave, something powerful. You are using your voice in a new way, and that deserves respect. Let's end with a final practice. Take a deep breath. Now, out loud, say these sentences after me. I can speak English. I make mistakes, and that's okay. I learn more every day. My voice matters. I am proud of myself. Good. Say them again, slowly. You are not just saying words. You are building a new identity. You are becoming someone who believes in themselves. And now you have the tools. You have the habits. You have the experience. And most of all, you have the strength. So don't stop now. Speak, even if your voice shakes. Write, even if your grammar is simple. Practice, even when you feel tired. Smile, even when you're unsure. Because this is how fluency grows. Not from being perfect. Not from knowing every word. But from showing up every day. From choosing to speak. From believing in your path. You started as a learner. Now you're a speaker. And your journey is just beginning. Thank you for walking with me. Thank you for trusting your voice. And thank you for speaking.